Yo, what's good? This is Casey for L King Self for Life Wrestling Takes, and you're now watching Casey for L Wrestling Takes Show. What's good, everybody? This is your boy Casey Phil King Self for Life Wrestling Takes. It'll give you my honest take about last night's Royal Rumble. The 2023 Royal Rumble has come and gone, and your man's right now is feeling very conflicted about what the heck I just witnessed. This show was not a good show. It wasn't. Currency of what took place after the main event just goes to show you always want to go with what's the best storyline going. And if people think the best storyline going deserves for two of the cats who didn't found themselves to get over as possible to potentially just go up for some tag team titles, you're out of your dang mind. You're honestly out of your dang mind. You know, Triple H was on he was on the hot seat. I witnessed several pay-per-views, 8 pay-per-views by this man. I said, you got another pay-per-view. This is the pay-per-view that's supposed to be the line of sinker to get people invested in your biggest show moving forward, coming April 2nd and April 3rd. What you decided to do last night basically said, screw you, we're going to do what we want to do, whether you like it or not. Listen. Some of y'all gonna be mad at me. I understand. I know some of y'all gonna be like, "Man, listen." What you about to hear is the honest to God truth. While other podcasters about to be running around here saying that this show was 1,000% great, you're gonna hear from me the honest to God truth. While everything we witnessed on this show was a complete lackluster cluster heck. Lackluster like a mug. I'm going to go in and give my thorough review for every match. I'm not going to talk about all the entries and nothing like that. I'm just going to talk about the winners. I'm going to talk about what this potentially means and everything and the aspect, because the name of the game is to gravitate to what the heck we're watching. What we witnessed last night was dumb stuff. Dumb, idiotic booking. Triple H failed miserably. He failed, ladies and gentlemen. He failed. He gets a hot bleeping F. Blipping F from me. Let's go ahead and break down this show. So we open up the show, which we shouldn't have. Here's another thing. Match placement makes pay-per-views. Match placement makes pay-per-views. Why the heck are we opening the show with the men's Royal Rumble? You could have opened the show with the pitch black match, get that garbage out the way. Then you do the women's Royal Rumble. You do the women's Royal Rumble. Excuse me. Then you do the Raw Women's Championship match. Then you do Roman and KO, followed by the men's Royal Rumble. That's what I would have done. Match placement makes the pay-per-view. And for a crowd full of 51,000 some people, almost 52,000, man, they made noise for half of it, but listen, for a 5-match show, this show was way too long, ladies and gentlemen. Triple H was running around acting like TK with how long this show was. And the fact that we only had 5 matches, and 2 of these matches you could have just threw on doggone SmackDown and Raw. You could have just had the 2 men's and women's Royal Rumble matches, and then have Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns wrestle each other. Call it a day. 3 matches. Because in the Royal Rumble matches, you got possible different story matchups that we can have going into WrestleMania. You know. But let's talk about it. Number 1 draft pick, or the number 1 entry into the men's Royal Rumble, was my man Gunther. He got number 1. Now, you would think Seth or Cody would be 2 and 3. No. Seth didn't come out until like 15 or 17, right? And with all the video packages and him talking about I'm back and all this nonsense, this circus clown Cody Rhodes messed around and came out as number 30. Meanwhile, technically we only had 29 men because Rey Mysterio was supposed to come out. He didn't show up. He did not show up, so technically we only had 29 men in this matchup. So if they really want to play around with this thing, Cody Rhodes is not your official winner if you really want to play, because Rey Mysterio never got an opportunity. He never did. Dominic beat him down and took his mask and came out there. So technically it was only 29. So fast forward. All the other jabronis are gone. The best part of this Royal Rumble, for me, probably was Brock getting eliminated by Bobby. And Brock went completely 8. He was tearing up the doggone announced desk, just beating up referee. Look, he should be suspended for that, because anytime you put your hand on an official, Adam Pearce should suspend his behind. He should. So more than likely, we're getting Bobby and him moving forward. Drew and Sheamus were acting like tag team partners throughout the whole time. And they both got eliminated together. I believe they got eliminated by Gunther. To me, those 2 should be going up against the Usos, because to me, they have a blood. Now, I understand Kevin Owens' situation, but to me, Drew and Sheamus would be the 1-2 punch to go against them to take those tag team titles. Why the heck would you put them 2 together for them to do absolutely nothing going into WrestleMania? I mean, just please make it make sense. Cody comes out number 30. So all the other jabronis are gone. It's him and Gunther. As if it can't get no more predictable. It's just predictable. And they had you thinking Gunther was going to win. He didn't. Cody wins, and I'm sitting up here saying to myself, so I'm supposed to be invested in a circus clown who basically told me that he was basically going to get in. They gave us 18 billion video packages of him and his doggone injury and stuff. And you want me to be invested in that? You want me to be invested in him beating Roman? I'm very sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but I just have absolutely no desire to see that. None. Listen, if Cody never got injured, maybe. But because they going this route, him versus Cody, him versus Reigns at WrestleMania, my main event that I want, we got the finish. After the finish that took place at the main event, I, I'm sitting up here like, man, what the heck, Triple H? I said, Triple H, what the heck? I say, we got a mid off. And the one surprise that we got in the Royal Rumble, the man kind of told you that he was pulling up. And on the pre-show, he said, I didn't get a call. I'm looking for a text. Booker T was the so-called surprise entry. Very lackluster. Very lackluster men's Royal Rumble match. I'm sorry, people going to be calling me a hater. I'm just telling you the bullshit's true. I watched it. I paid close attention to everything that happened. And I wasn't moved. I was like, you put these stupid video packages out. This clown talk about he's going into the Royal Rumble and he comes out as number 30. That is just predictable as garbage as heck. There is a way to do good predictability, but that was just lame. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible, man. Terrible. And speaking of terrible, we go from one garbage match to this one. Man, you might say that this was probably the worst match on the whole show outside of the women's match. This was by far the worst match on the show. They did all this hyping. Mountain Dew pitch black match. Man, it wasn't even dark. They basically had it neon lit green, neon lit blue. And you seen Bray with these weird looking masks. First of all, he had some weird looking makeup on. Then he had weird looking masks on. LA Knight was trying, man, but it just was a foregone conclusion. You knew Bray Wyatt wasn't losing. Bray wins. He does the Sister Abigail. And then after he does the Sister Abigail, LA Knight hops back up. He tries to get out the ring. He gets the kendo stick. And basically Bray takes him all the way out there to the ring inches where the sound stuff is. And next thing you know, you look up, there go Uncle Howdy. And then Uncle Howdy tries to do his own version of the Swanton Bomb. Basically, dang near misses the man. And next thing you know, where LA Knight is, you see flames and stuff, like the whole thing explodes or whatever. And I'm sitting up here watching this, and I say, this was another epic fail. Epic. You had me so-called invested in Bray Wyatt coming back. You had me thinking that this so-called match was supposed to be on point, and this is what we get. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. At this point, the road to WrestleMania is not looking too good. It's not. Bray Wyatt and LA Knight tried. He truly tried. And this whole thing it was just an epic fail. Epic fail. Next, the Raw Women's Championship match. You could have had this match on Raw. Both of them. You could have had the pitch black match on SmackDown, and you could have had this match right here on Raw. Not really invested in this stuff. Listen, man. I love Bianca Belair. I think she's a great women's wrestler. I think she's. Let me tell you something. I tell you every day about anytime when we come on the show, presentation is what's supposed to elevate us. If our presentation is off, we're not gonna come off as genuine. We're just not. And this whole feud has been terrible. I don't care nothing about Alexa Bliss. Her and her personalities, demon possessed, Uncle Howdy clown foolishness. I didn't care. This matchup it could have been saved for Raw. It could. So Bianca wins, and after the match, Uncle Howdy pops up on the screen, talk about you think you control it, and she looked like she was finna start crying. So I honestly don't know where we're going. And I don't really have any interest, man. The name of the game is you want to have people get invested in the women. People said that the women got axed with the whole steel cage match, and now we do this, and you want to be invested. I honestly want to be invested, and as of right now, because of how the presentation was with this whole feud, Bianca looking like she's a lackluster champion, and that's on Triple H and them. People always want to blame Bianca. I said, no, you blame the person that's booking her. The person that's booking her is supposed to make her like she's a relevant champion. She has not looked like a relevant champion. The one thing I got to give Becky, the fact that even with that garbage that happened last year, was it last year? Or was it 2020? 2021. at Summer Joke. At Summer Joke 2020, then going into WrestleMania and at SummerSlam 2022. The one thing I gotta give Becky is that even with that trash where she beat her in 26 seconds, she redeemed herself at WrestleMania. Then she redeemed herself at Summer Joke. That was great. I was fine with that. But ever since then, with the whole feud with Damage Control has looked like garbage. Bianca has looked like garbage. Alexa Bliss has looked like garbage. I'm saying, how the heck am I supposed to be invested in the women's division if Triple H keep putting out trash? If he keep putting out garbage that makes absolutely no sense, I can't be invested. And I love Bianca, man. I like it. Yeah, people talk about the representation, but it ain't just about the representation. It's about the creativity. It's about the getting people to get behind them. Now, people want Bianca to turn heel. Ladies and gentlemen, is that the only answer when it's concerning us? Turn him heel because you really don't know how to book him as a babyface? Listen, I tell you, look, you can turn Bianca into a heel. She'll still be out there looking like as if she don't know what she's doing. That's on H&M. I told you, if you care about something, like they do with the main event scene, you're going to put time and you're going to put effort into it. With this situation, H&M don't give a care. He just trying to pander to folk right now. Let's call it for what it is. If he truly gave a crap about Bianca, he would have had Bianca looking more like a relevant champion going into this feud. But Bianca looked like a joke. Alexa Bliss looked like she have absolutely no idea what she's doing. You could have saved this for Raw. Honestly, you could have saved this trash for Raw. It was garbage. I was watching it and I said, man, Bianca's look so much better doing something else. People would say, I'm just telling you the bold-faced truth. I'm telling you the honest to God truth, man. I love Bianca, but she looked like hot garbage. She looked like trash, and then hanging out with Alexa Bliss we ain't going nowhere. We're not going anywhere. Now let's get to the Women's Royal Rumble. So we had for the so-called surprise, which really wasn't. Everybody said that Chelsea Green left Impact and that she already got down with WWE, so more than likely she was going to pull up. Chelsea Green pulled up. And then number 30. Now, there was a lot of speculation about quote-unquote Naomi pulling back. Man, I got to thank Naomi for not doing being smart. Because she know dang well that if she went back there, she would look like hot garbage as well. We already know. Her and Sasha Banks were excellent for what they did. Excellent. Excellent. Don't go back to the ER. I know your husband's still over there. Don't go back there. Because they're not going to do you right. They're going to have you looking like a complete clown on purpose. But everybody's like, oh, she going to be number 30. No. Number 30 was Nia Jax. I said, man, H on bull jive for real tonight. He just taking L's left and right. H on some serious bull jive. I'm like, man. So the highlight of this, with Rhea Ripley drafting number 1, getting her the number 1 spot. She got in at number 1 and she survived everybody. Now when Asuka came back, Asuka looked like she got the new clown makeup on. She's supposed to be dark. Asuka, I guess. I was like, okay, it's either going to be Rhea, it's going to be her, or whoever number 30 is. When Nia Jax came out there, I was crying laughing. I said, man, he just taking L's left and right tonight. I'm going to cook his behind when I get up on here. That's what I said to myself. I'm going to cook his behind. I'm going to cook him up. Because you was on the hot seat, man. Your behind was on the hot seat tonight to deliver a great Royal Rumble. Instead, this has to be one of the worst Royal Rumbles that they ever booked. One of the worst. But the finish, the final 3, Asuka, Liv Morgan, and Rhea Ripley. Now, when we got all the other girls up out of there, we got to the final 3. The final 3 actually did pretty good. I didn't actually mind those final 3, Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Asuka. Any one of them could have won. Anyone. Asuka does the blue mist on Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan can't see a thing, so she just wagging her arms all over the place. So meanwhile, Asuka looked like she about to get rid of Rhea. Rhea said, no, you ain't get rid of me. Then she messed around and she gets rid of Asuka. So now it's the final 2. Now it's Liv Morgan and it's Rhea Ripley. Those 2 tangled it up for another 5 or 6 minutes, and she throws Liv Morgan out. Rhea Ripley is going to WrestleMania, ladies and gentlemen. Now here's the deal. Triple H, you got one thing to do. You got one thing to do. Does she pick Bianca? Does she pick Charlotte? You make up in your mind which way we're going with this. You make up in your mind. Because we can do something great with Rhea Ripley. We can. This is the one high spot that Triple H has that still has my interest. It's what we're going to do with Rhea Ripley. Outside of that, ladies and gentlemen, especially because I haven't got to the main event, my investment level for WrestleMania was up here, and it ain't had nothing to do with Vince McMahon being back because he was already there. He just never left. But my excitement level was up here. It just went down. It went down. It went downhill. I said, man, I was looking forward to several matches. Now I only care about one right now. Honestly, God, I only care about one match going to WrestleMania. And that's sad, man, that we not even nowhere near WrestleMania. And the fact that I only care about one match, that's not good. Now, people are going to say I'm breaching. People are going to say I'm hating. People are going to say I'm mad. Look, I'm just taking both fixed truth. The main event right here, Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, part 5, I believe. This is the 5th time. This is the part 4 or part 5. They done wrestled multiple times. And when they get in the ring together, they going to go at it. Powerbomb here. A KO stunner here. A Superman punch here. A spear here. A trickery there. Referee get knocked out. Sami Zayn over there looking like he was distraught. He was over there acting crazy. Like he was happy that Kevin was getting beat. But as he kept watching, he looked like he was concerned. And meanwhile, Paul Heyman's sitting over there like, man, what are you doing? Like, you know dang well you supposed to be watching your main man get beat. You ain't supposed to be sitting up here looking concerned. So, as we venture more and more on, referee magically gets knocked out. KO does a doggone power bomb. Everybody counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No ref. Find the ref comes back in there. He tries to do another one. Does it work? Roman Reigns kicks out. So, with the ongoing foolishness going on, Sami still has this concerned look on his face. Now, everybody and mama already know where we going. Everybody know. So, with all the drama going on, referee not paying attention, Roman messes around and does the low blow. Sami like, oh boy. So, another spear, another Superman punch. And Kevin put everything into it. Kevin tried. He legit tried. He said he was going to put everything into this. He fails again. And Roman Reigns retains. So now, everybody in the bloodline come out. Jay, Jimmy, Solo. We all out there. And now, it's let's beat the snot out of Kevin Owens' day. But the only two who didn't want to do it. Sami had that look. He still had this concerned look on his face. And Jay was just sitting on the turnbuckle. He wasn't doing anything. He just looked like he just looked mad. And he wasn't mad at Sami. He was mad at Roman. And he looked mad, and it went from being mad to being sad. So Roman tells Sami to go get the chair. Meanwhile, Jimmy and Solo handcuff Kevin Owens to the doggone rope. They handcuffed the man, right? So now they all take turns sweet chin music that man. So now it's Roman's turn. And as soon as Roman's about to do it, Sami Zayn grabs the chair. He's like, no, man, we can't do it. He said, wait a minute, what? What the heck is wrong with you, man? You tripping. You tripping, man. He said, are you in the bloodline? He said, no, you know what? Here, you do. Now, with this going on, Jay really balling out over there. And he doesn't do it. He does not do it. Instead, he whacks Roman in the back, and the fans go completely crazy. Now, with this cinema going on right here, ladies and gentlemen, for you people who keep telling me that Cody Rhodes was the correct answer, what we got with this going on, you telling me that Sami Zayn does not deserve to be taking down Roman at WrestleMania. He doesn't do it. So now Jimmy and Solo Sikoa start murdering Sami Zayn. They start murdering the man. They start beating the brakes off him. They start tearing him up. And because of that, Jay just runs off bawling his eyes out. And I'm like sitting up here saying to myself, You telling me that I'm supposed to accept Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens going after the Usos for the tag team championships after we just got this excellent cinema? You out of your freaking mind. You are out of your mind. You telling me that the best storyline going into WrestleMania deserves tag team titles? That's crazy. That's insane. The main event title picture now is out of whack. You can go multiple ways with this thing. You just don't have to do Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. I do not. I'm honest to God, y'all. I don't want Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn going after those because Sami and Jay are like this now. So how the heck is them being like this supposed to get them to where they're going like this? It's not gonna be genuine. For you fools that's gonna tell me that I'm reaching, no. What you witnessed last night is just a prime example of when somebody is white hot, you stick with it. You don't go the opposite way. Cody Rhodes then hijacked his way back into the title picture with this foolish garbage man storyline about him being hurt and all of this, then telling everybody he gonna be in the Royal Rumble and then magically get number 30. Nah, that's not a good enough story. It's unfortunate that my man's got hurt. It is unfortunate. But you go with what's the white hot story. So more than likely, we getting Roman and Sami at the Chamber. You know what's happening now. Because the Chamber's going to be in their backyard. It's going to be in Canada. So we get it. But I'm supposed to get ready to be happy. Me, as a wrestling fan, I'm supposed to sit up here and be happy that I'm going to get Kevin Owens and Sami taking the tag team titles off the Usos at WrestleMania. And y'all saying that that's an epic conclusion. Meanwhile, you want me to be happy with Cody destroying Roman Reigns. No. Absolutely not, ladies and gentlemen. No. No. With that, my bad. I was about to knock the microphone out. With what they told us, Sami Zayn and Jay is like this. I don't want to see them beef, cause Jay was beefing with Sami while he was trying to get in, but ever since he got in, he noticed that Sami was doing everything Roman asked, and he had every member in the group's back. He had Jimmy's back. He had Solo's back. He had his back. He had Roman's back. He had every member. So y'all telling me that I'm supposed to be happy with him getting upset with Sami and Kevin Owens, and then him relocking back up with his brother so then they can lose the tag team titles? No. This story is out of whack. This story is too big for some freaking tag team titles, ladies and gentlemen. It's too big. It's too big for some tag team titles right now. It's too big. This story is too big. It's too big. What they did, Jay bawling his eyes out. How you go from bawling your eyes out to being mad again? It makes no sense. I want my stories to make sense. It makes absolutely no. And people gonna say, "Well, man, we still got 3 months." I don't care. What I'm supposed to get is from once. Think about it. It's about a journey. If you're telling an epic story, it's about a journey. And telling the story, you're supposed to get us hooked to where we can't wait till the next episode. That's the whole point about telling an epic story, correct? This whole situation is out of whack because they can go any way they want to go. And it's messed up. It's the fact that the ending was great, but I don't want it to result in Sami and Kevin Owens because Sami and Jay's story is just too. It's like, to me, dude, Sami and Jay is more of a tag team than Kevin Owens and Sami, because they so synced in. These two are so synced in. Look at me, they so synced in that I'm supposed to think So with Triple H and them are supposed to telling me that I'm supposed to hate Jay because of what Jimmy, Roman, and Solo did to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. No. I know. I would look for me. If Sammy was to dethrone Roman Reigns going to WrestleMania, it should be because of Jay. It should be because Jay helps that man do it. Listen, I I wanted to come on here, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to come on here and say that, you know what? The 2023 Royal Rumble was a smash. No, it was a serious pass. In other words, you could have passed. You could have passed on. You could have just read the results and say, "Oh, okay." Listen, man. The road to WrestleMania is like this right now, and people gonna say I'm mad. I know y'all gonna flood my comment section up. Y'all gonna tell me I'm tripping. Y'all gonna tell I'm like, nah, I'm telling you right now. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens going up for those tag team titles just does not feel right. It doesn't. It's so lackluster. It is like because of what they did at the end and Jay bawling his eyes out. The bloodline got a lot of friction right now. It's a lot of friction. To me, this is the bloodline. Paul Heyman, Roman, Jay, and Solo. Jimmy and Solo. That's it. Sammy is done, and we have no idea where Jay's mind is at because he's so emotionally gone. He's so emotionally distraught out. His mind is so. He just it's like my cousin is an evil demonic clown, and I've been basically against this one guy who truly wanted to be one of us. And I was bogus towards him. My mind was so messed up. Roman had me messed up that I was being wrong towards him time and time again. Yet he kept showing me that he really was blood. Even though he was not born Samoan, he's showing me that I matter, Jimmy matters, Solo matters, Paul Heyman matters, and Roman Reigns matters. I can't go against him. I gotta turn my anger against the food that I've been under mind control. But no, I gotta get ready for Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Oh my goodness. Triple H got an epic fail tonight for me. Now, some of y'all might think the show was excellent. Y'all might think every match, everything that happened from the beginning to the end was epic. If you feel that way, that's you. I'm telling you, what I witnessed tonight or last night, Triple H, you failed us all. You failed us all, man. You failed us all. I gave you chance after chance after chance after chance after chance. And you decide to do this. This tells me all I need to know. Vince McMahon is back in creative, and you just got your hands tied like, oh, I got to do what Papa Vince tell me what to do. Man, the road to WrestleMania, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know right now. Like I said, I was here. I was invested. Here's the deal, man. Man, they could have did this so many different ways, man. You could have went about it. And now so many of us been let down. Now we got to sit up here and try to be happy for Kevin Owens and Sami winning the tag team title. I honestly am not going to care. Because when they win them, yeah, fans are going to cheer. But I'm not. I'm just going to be like, because Jay done got himself so over. I don't want to see him and Sami. They was already beefing. They kept clashing. But with all the stuff that's done happened, Jay feels so freaking guilty that this man that done joined. He didn't want him to join. But now he feels like this dude is really his real brother for real. So how the heck am I supposed to hate Jimmy or Jay? How the heck am I supposed to be mad at Jay? I can't be upset at Jay. The main fool that we should be mad at is Roman Reigns. That's the main culprit. But I'm supposed to get ready to see Jimmy and Jay defend the tag team titles against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. No, I ain't accepting that foolishness, ladies and gentlemen. You can accept it, but I ain't accepting nothing. I ain't accepting Diddley Squad. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna happen, and when it happens, I'm just be like, it happened. Congratulations, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, for winning the tag team titles. Everyone say, well, Kevin Owens gonna be left out. Do you understand? Kevin, all he want to see is he just want his friendship with his main guy to be like this again. That's all he cared about. He not really interested in winning no freaking tag team titles. He just want his man, because he tried to tell. He said this. He said they gonna. Didn't he say on Friday night? He said they gonna beat you with this on tomorrow. He told him. He told him what they was gonna do. At this point, honestly, I do not want to see it. I have no desire to see the Usos versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. Y'all can tell me I'm tripping, but I'm telling you the bold-faced truth. I have no desire to see Roman versus Cody Rhodes, because what the heck are you going to tell? And listen, man. Cody's, man, why? Bro, why did you give us these trash video packages, man? You could have just stayed silent. You could have just popped up at 30. Everybody would have went nuts. No, you had to tell the world I'm back and then somehow get number 30. Yeah, no. I'm good, ladies and gentlemen. I'm good. So, after everything is said and done, my final grade for this show is an epic 4 out of 10. Look, people can be mad at me all they want. Epic 4 out of 10. Triple H done failed heavy. This on him. This ain't on Vince McMahon being back. This on Triple H. This on Triple H, ladies and gentlemen. This show was garbage. Like I said, the ending to the main event was stellar like a mug, but the fact that y'all want me to get excited for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn going up for those tag team titles, you dang skippy. I'm like, no sir, not me. No. You don't do that, what they did, and think I want to be. No. People say, well, he's going to go against him. And they like, no, because he know he's not winning. I don't. Honestly, I don't. Because that's what the main event at the Elimination Chamber going to be. It's going to be Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn for the both titles. You know it. You know it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. If I'm telling you, I don't care. I honestly don't care. I was invested. Triple H had me, and then he basically told me, you know what, you really shouldn't give a care about WrestleMania this year. You might as well just miss it because it's really not important. It's not. Vince McMahon is back. I really don't give a crap. I'm about to give you one of the most lackluster Royal Rumble shows you ever seen. I'll probably make certain things look decent. I'll probably give you a decent main event with a great ending. But outside of that, I'm just really not that interested because Vince McMahon is back. So, I'm just telling y'all the bold-faced truth. So y'all already know what you need to do. First and foremost, if you're brand new to the channel, I want to thank you for coming. But like I said, when you come to my channel, I'm going to give you the honest to God truth. I'm not finna sit up here and be all faking the funk and acting like, no. You come here, you're going to get the realest of the real. I'm going to tell you the realest of the real when it's concerning this WWE. First of all, realest of the real when it's concerning wrestling. Because listen, for people who always talk about, well, he at AEW hardcore. Yeah, I like AEW, but I sure do go in on them when they do bull jive. Okay? So, what you think I did tonight? I went in on Triple H behind because he deserved it. Giving us this filth of a garbage pay-per-view. The ending was great. I like the ending. I sure did because Jey Uso with him crying, it just adds more element. It just makes me go, why did you not have Sami Zayn be the guy? Why? Because of everything that transpired. Jey running off crying. I'm supposed to hate Jey? I can't hate Jey, ladies and gentlemen. Jey has gotten himself over. Him and Sami Zayn have been carrying the bloodline, man. And I'm supposed to get invested in the two of them beefing? No, they already was beefing. When Sammy first came through, he was beefing with Jay. I mean, Sammy. Jay was beefing with Sammy. But then he realized, man, this dude got my back. He got my brother's back. He got my cousin back. He got Paul. Man, this dude is he for real. He might be a clown, but he for real. I can't get mad at him. I can't get mad at him. I honestly can't get mad at him. But the story but for you fans that absolutely want Kevin Owens and Sammy to win the tag team titles, you want me to be mad at Jay? I can't do it. Not when he walked off bawling his eyes out because the guy who didn't have the back of the bloodline for almost a year. No. I'm sorry. I just can't. So now I'm supposed to get invested in the bloodline, basically tormenting Cody, because that's basically what the storyline is going to be now. Now that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are practically about to be done with the bloodline, we're supposed to get invested of the bloodline, tormenting Cody all the way to WrestleMania, and we're going to do this long storyline about Cody coming back and winning the Royal Rumble, and now he's going to do what he set out to do, win the big one and all of this. I don't care. I honestly don't care. Because this is just story. It's garbage storytelling. Garbage. You had the best storyline sitting right in front of your face, and you decided to go the wrong way. Hey, hit the comment section up. You tell me why I'm tripping, or you tell me why everything I said, because what I decided to do, I explained to you exactly why I feel the way I do, and why the way that they decided to go is not the right way. Because of what transpired after the main event. What transpired after the main event shows me that Sami Zayn should somehow be eased into the main event. Somehow. Don't give it to me at the doggone Elimination Chamber. Don't do it. This Jay situation. At the hip, who knows, man? The Usos might be splitting up now. Because Jay done got himself over that much. Jay has listen, going back to the pandemic. So we gotta go back to 2020, 2021. Before Jimmy came back. He integrated himself. Remember when he first came through? Yo, bro, we got stuff to do. Started banging open the door, all that. Came in, and then from there, he then elevated himself from the matchup he had with Roman to where he is right now. I can't hate Jay. I don't know how you cats are going to sit up here and boo Jay after that performance he just gave you last night. It's not going to make sense. Please try to tell. I want somebody to come into my comment section and tell me that I'm overreacting. Tell me how I'm supposed to be invested, or how I'm supposed to be mad at Jay when what just happened, what we just witnessed. I can't do it, ladies and gentlemen. I can't do it. To me, Sami Zayn and Jay are like this now, for real. So if they like this for real, how the heck we supposed to get them from Unbroken? It's not going to make sense, ladies and gentlemen. Triple H can try. He can try his best to try to make it make sense. It ain't going to make no type of sense. You had something, but now you out of whack. This whole completely story that went out of whack, and we just got to settle for less. We had to. We had to settle for less. We had to settle for them winning the tag team titles. And watching Cody beat Roman, it's going to... I ain't really got nothing else to say, man. I listen. You know me. I try to be unbiased as possible, but when I see trash, I'm not finna sit up here and sugarcoat and act like what I witnessed was great. I can't. I don't roll like that, ladies and gentlemen. You come over here, you're going to get nothing but the truth. I know I don't really, quote unquote, speak eloquently like everybody else do, but I do my best to eloquate how I would sound and how I would tell you the way how I see it. What we witnessed last night, I just don't know how I'm supposed to be mad at Jay. I understand Jimmy and Solo, But how the heck I'm supposed to be mad at Jay? I can't. Because he bawled his eyes out because he know that Sammy done went, he stuck his neck out there for that man. He stuck his neck out there for Roman. He stuck his neck out there for his brothers. He stuck his neck out there. And I'm supposed to be like, okay, they're going to beef with each other, and it's going to lead to them facing each other at WrestleMania. Get on out of here. Y'all can miss me with that trash. Hit the comment section up. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. Hit the like button. And I'll talk to y'all cats later. I'll let you boy.